Hello everybody, Abby Stormbaker here, back guys another video, and today I'm going to be talking about some new pieces I'm getting drilled into my arsenal. I am getting myself a Rubicon UC3. I have a Harsh Reality Pearl. I just got drilled, which I'm going to show you guys in a few minutes. And also, I am getting my Honey Bundle Waves White Hot Badger. Now, I am trying to get new equipment drilled into my bag for next year. And also, when I move my Honey Bundle Wave, I am planning on expanding my arsenal even more. I'm going to be drawing up a lot of new pieces coming up for the new season. But in the near future, I'm going to be drawing up a whole ton more. Right now, I have about 100 bone balls or so. And I am planning on expanding that to to 200 or so within the next 2, 3, 4 years. I am working on building a big arsenal of Storm Road global equipment. My Honey Bundle Wave is also planning on doing the same. So me and her are going to have quite a lot of equipment stored in our basement when we live together. And we are working on planning on drawing up a whole bunch of equipment for tournaments and league play in the next few years or so. My arsenal's been going great. I've been expanding very well. But there are so many more bone balls I want to get into my bag. There are a lot of older Storm Road balls I want to drill, and a lot of older non-global balls I want to drill, plus a lot of new ones. Like the Origin EX I want to drill up, and the new Physics Blackout. There is the Hyrule 40 that just came out. The Road Warrior, just to name off a few bone balls. We got Typhoon, the Revenant. We got the Wolverine Dark Moss I want to drill. A lot of 9 global badges I want to drill. So we got a lot of bone balls that we're going to be drilling up. Within the next couple years or so, and expanding on. So today, you guys, I'm going to be talking about my nice new ball in my bag, the Harsh Reality Pearl. Also, I'm going to be drilling up the Supersonic and Sonic again, because I really did love those balls, so they cracked on me. I might be dropping on the Chemical Wax in the future, but we'll work on that when the time comes. So right now, I'm going to show you guys the Harsh Reality Pearl. I did just get this drilled on Wednesday, and I did throw it the last game of No Tap League. Here's my layout. It was used. I got it for $60. I got it for $60 for my PSO Jeff Lippick. And this is a very good ball, you guys. If you want something that's a little bit weaker, a little bit stronger than the Altered Reality, this is your ball. It is cleaner than expected. I wasn't expecting it to be as clean as it was, but it's pretty sharp on the back end. This one was from last year, 2024. They just discontinued it. But I was able to pick one up for a good price, used, in very good condition, and I am planning on drilling up a lot more of these older SPI balls. We have so many good SPI balls, you guys. So many good Storm Road Gold balls being made, even some older ones. But this one is a personal favorite of mine. I really love it, and I can't wait to use it a whole lot more. Coming up in these next few weeks, these last weeks of League, and also going to be planning on throwing it a ton in Crosstown Doubles next year, and in some other tournaments, and also going to be throwing it a lot in the fall season. I really am a huge fan of this ball so far. I've already thrown one game on it, but that one game I had a very good score. I had a 244 with it. So I am impressed with it so far. It's been rolling really well. I'm also planning on putting up some new layouts on some of my equipment that I'm going to be doing up in the near future. Trying some new layouts, trying some new surfaces. I am doing a lot of new balls coming up soon. And I want to expand my arsenal with different layouts. So, as you guys are going to see coming up in the near future, you guys can see different layouts and a lot of different bone balls coming into my arsenal. This one, really good ball. I do want to also get a Dream Big Pearl again. I did miss that ball. That ball was good until it cracked on me. But I'm going to be getting myself another one of those in the near future as well. Also going to get another Ordnance C4. Unfortunately, my Ordnance C4 that I had, I gave it away to a friend. I'm probably going to get it back from him, or I'm going to buy myself another one. I'm going to get an Ornate Solid. I'm planning on getting the Exponent Pearl. Also planning on getting myself, like I said, possibly another Chemical Wax next to the next squared from Nighthawk Global. My Chemical Wax I really loved. Unfortunately, it cracked on me. I gave it over to a friend for a little bit, to borrow. Because his one friend needed something that was controllable. It was a lefty, so I let him borrow mine for a couple days. And unfortunately, it cracked on me. Cracked. So he told me it cracked. He sent me the money to reverse me for it being cracked, and I was able to get myself the Toss Reality Pearl with that money. So that's what I did with that money. So this ball, really am impressed with it. And like I said, I will try to get another Chemical Wax in the future. Because I did really like that ball. It was supposed to be, it was pretty much a stronger IQ Tour. Similar strength, but a little bit stronger because the differential was raised like 6 points. But the RG was the same. Also, like I said, I'm going to draw a Supersonic and the Sonic again, because those were really good balls. The Supersonic had an RG hybrid on it, and the Sonic had R2S Pearl on it, even though it was a stronger version of the IQ Gold, the IQ 30, the IQ Emerald, and the IQ Ruby. And I'm planning on drawing up an IQ Ruby at some point. Also plan on drawing up an IQ 78U. Also plan on drawing up a Zen U. Need some UFA in the bag for tournaments. So I'm working on drawing up those as well. I'm going to show you guys another bowling ball that I really love from Nighthawk Global. I got to go pick it up though real quick. I have not thrown it. I have actually not had a chance to throw it a lot as of late because I have been trying to work on my other stuff. But let me find it real quick. So, another bowling ball I really liked when I Global was the Altered Reality, and unfortunately right now I cannot find my Altered Reality because I don't remember what box I put it in. I'm trying to expand all my stuff into bags at the moment, until I can get up some other stuff. But I will show you guys one of my favorite all-time Roto-Grip balls. This one's from 2020. I'm gonna have to doll it up and get this thing back to box. This ball also has some scuffs on it from the last time I have thrown it. It is the Roto-Grip Nuclear Cell. Now, this ball, I will tell you guys straight up, this ball is absolutely awesome. The cell core has been a really good core for me. And this one is just adding to it. Now, I have not thrown the Cell and Cell Pearl ever. The first cell ball I actually have thrown was this Nuclear Cell. And for the first cell ball I've ever thrown, I was really impressed with it. Now, they have the X Cell out, which I am planning on picking up, which they just discontinued that ball. And that ball is also really good. It has E-Track Solid on it. I am planning on picking that up, and I'm going to try my absolute best to find a Cell Pearl, a mutant Cell, and a mutant Cell Pearl. I am trying to pick up all the cell balls because I know the cell core is a really good core. So I'm trying to find the rest of the cell balls, like the Rogue Cell, the Mutant Cell Pearl and Solid, Cell Pearl and Cell Solid, like I said earlier. I'm going to try to find the rest of the cell balls that were made stateside. The X Cell was the last one that was made stateside, and they just discontinued it. And I'm going to be picking that ball up. The Hypercell Fused, which I just got into my bag, was my first 800 ball. Absolutely love it. It is E-Trax Hybrid. It is a very good ball, and I highly recommend it. I'm possibly picking up a second one in the future. That ball was fantastic for me, you guys. Fantastic. If you want a very good E-Trax Hybrid ball that is very clean, not as clean as a Nuclear Cell or a UC2 or anything like that, but it's clean and pretty continuous, but it's pretty strong for heavy oil conditions, I recommend the Hypercell Fused. It works great polished. I have not tried it with surface yet, but out of the box polished, it worked fantastic for me. and I cannot recommend it enough. Pick one up if you can. This nuclear cell is going to get some more use for me. I am planning on possibly taking it with me to League this Monday and throwing it. But I have not thrown it in a while, and it's going to need some maintenance. So I'm probably going to be cleaning this ball today in the middle of this video and get some of these scuff marks out and these grits and grams out of it, because I have not thrown it in a while. It needs a little bit of maintenance because I have not thrown it in a bit. So I'm going to be hitting some cleaning products and some surface today. Try to get some of these nicks and gouges out of it. Before I do that, I have 2 new bowling balls also entering my arsenal. Besides my white hat badge I told you guys about earlier, I have 2 more other ones that are entering my bag before and I also am trying to find myself an exotic gem to go with these 2. If you guys already have not figured it out, what other 2 balls that I'm going to be showing you guys today, you guys will see in a second. So give me a second. Alrighty, so you guys haven't figured it out by now. I need one more gem ball in my arsenal, which is the exotic. I am adding to my bag the original gem that my honey bunny wife gave over to me. She got it for $30 from my friend Blair, and she gave it to me because she's not gonna need it. She gave it to me because I need some stronger equipment in my bag for heavy oil that's stronger than all the other bowling balls I have. So she gave me her gem, and I am planning on drilling this very, very, very soon. This is going to be a great, great ball for me for League. I am very, very, very happy I have this. I'm going to have to get it, drilled and going to get it baked and get all the oil out of it. Cause I don't know how many games Blair had on this, but I am definitely going to get this done and put this into my bag to go along with my, halos and my UFO. I'm going to be in my RC Hyperdrive. I'm very excited to be throwing this one. Told you guys I was planning on getting a gem in my bag. Didn't have a chance to get one for a couple of years because I didn't have the money. But I was able to snag one. I got one used. My honey bun bought it for me. And I bought it for herself, but then she gave it over to me because she didn't want it. So I'm gonna be drilling this up, and I'm putting this in my bag, and can't wait to see what it's gonna do. Now for my other ball that is going in my bag to go with it, my friend Joe Trotty gave me over his magic gem. I have for $30. I have to pay him some money for it. So we have the magic gem here as well. Not a good really good ball. This is an asymmetrical hybrid to go just like what Origin is. And I am planning on drilling this as soon as I possibly can as well. This core is bringing back the original Defiant core, which the Defiant balls were all really, really good. I just never had a chance to throw any of them. I had the original Defiant in the past and it cracked. So if I can, I'm gonna re-get the Defiant line, the old Defiants, the Defiant Soul, the Defiant, the Totally Defiant. I'm gonna try to pick those up if I can find them again. But the gem line is the reincarnation of the Defiant core. So this magic gem is the hybrid version of the gem line, and it is at 4,000 grit right now. My friend Joe Trotty gave it over to me because he didn't throw this ball an awful ton, and I decided to add it to my bag because I'm going to need some stronger asymmetrical hybrids in my bag and some strong asymmetrical solids. Now, another ball I'm going to be getting in my bag that is a strong asymmetrical solid is the Sherlock. And also planning on picking up the Origin EX from Nighthawk Global. Now, the Origin EX is a solid cover stock, but it is weaker than the original Origin. Even though it's a solid ball, it's a lot cleaner down the lane. I have not thrown one yet to try it out, but I have thrown the Origin original, a demo version of the ball before I picked up my Origin that I have now. I got it from that Origin from my friend Joseph Bazarnik. So the Origin EX, I have not thrown a demo one of it yet, but I am really, really excited to see what it's going to do. Storm also has released bowling balls. I'm also going to pick it up like the Level, The level is supposed to be like a stronger Zen U, a stronger pitch black, a stronger fast pitch, a stronger pitch purple, and a stronger field pitch. It's not pure urethane, but it has some urethane in the cover stock, like the UC3 does. And I am planning on picking that up as well to go in my bag, because I'm going to need some different shapes in the bag. Cause I don't have any urethane in my bag right now. So I'm working on doing that, and also working on drawing up some other pieces, like I said. But this Magic Gem is going to be one of them I am really excited to drill. If you guys look at the numbers in RG and Diff, this is like one of the lowest asymmetrical balls in Rotogrip's line. It is a 247 RG ball, so it's one of the lower. It's the lowest asymmetrical ball I believe that Rotogrip is making right now. The lowest we can go is 246 RG, which is in the Summit line. The Summit Ascent, the Summit Peak, and the original Summit. So this is bringing me back to like a stronger, I want to say a stronger Supersonic. This is Microtrax, and the Supersonic was NRG hybrid. This is Microtrax hybrid. So this is basically a stronger version of the Halo Vision, which I really am a big fan of. My Halo Vision, unfortunately, those in 16 pounds. This is in 15. So I might be doing a comparison between this and my Halo Vision and my Lock when I do a ball review on this. But this ball, I really am excited to throw. So anyway, you guys, before we end this video, I'm going to be cleaning up my nuclear cell. And I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to clean it up. And then we're going to wrap up this video. So now, what we're going to be doing to this nuclear cell is, you guys can clearly see it is very scratched up and beat up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch it up. So I'm going to be grabbing out my ball cleaner here. I'm going to use some So Fresh So Clean by CTD. I'm going to be using a scuff removing pad. And then I'm going to try to my best polish it up. So I want to freshen up the cover because I have not thrown this ball in a while. And I'm going to, because this ball has been sitting probably for, I want to say, 3 or 4 months. So put some So Fresh So Clean on the bowling ball, some on the pad. Excuse me. Now, I am planning on doing this a lot more often with all my equipment because, like I said, this bowling ball has been sitting a while. I haven't had a chance to clean it as much as I wanted to. So now is my chance to. So we're trying our best to get off all the dirt and grime that's on this ball. Get it back to pretty much box finish. Because like I said, this ball's been sitting. And if they sit too long, they get dirty and grimy from being in the box. Because this is in a bowling box. And like I said, they sit in there for a while. They get all dirty and grimy. They get disgusting. And then you have to maintenance them. So this is what I'm trying to do. Maintenance the ball. Get all this crap of dust and dirt and grime out of it. And get it back to how it's supposed to be out of box. Okay. So now we're going to let that sit. As you guys can clearly see, very dirty. And this is a scuff moving pad. So that's what your bowling ball pad wants to look like if you're doing it right. You want it to look like that. So now we're going to put it away. And now I am going to be polishing it up. So now I gotta get some polish. But before that, we're gonna hit it with some reactor scuff. So I have a little bit of reactor scuff here, and what this is gonna do is it's gonna help restore the ball's performance as well. Like I said, I just used a little bit of it, some tackifier, from CTD, that stuff from CTD to help you freshen the cover. But before I do anything else to the cover stock with Powers, I'm going to use this this reactive scuff, and I'm going to add some reactive scuff to the cover as well to remove any of the rest of the dirt that's in the cover stock. So I'm going to take a towel here. I'm going to put a little bit of reactive scuff on the towel. We're going to absorb it into the towel. Throw this back into my bag. Take the bowling ball. Wipe it down. Now we don't want to press it too hard, but the point is to get it into the cover and get out all the remaining dirt and grime that's inside the cover stock. Now this is another good product, like I did with the So Fresh So Clean from CTD. The React Scuff is supposed to also get in there and get the remaining dirt and grime that's in there out. And it's pretty much doing a pretty good job, as you guys can clearly see. So I tried to do this with all my equipment to get the squeakiness back. Because if your bowling balls sit in a box, they don't get the squeaky tack that you want them to have. So I do this very often with my equipment. And you're going to want to if you're bowling competitively and you're bowling a lot. So make sure you do this with your equipment as much often as you can. Because I know some people who go into a bowling alley and they don't take care of the equipment properly. They're not going to roll the greatest if you're not taking care of them and using these products, you guys. So, there. So now it's nice and tacky. And now, to finish off the video, I'm going to hit this ball with some polish. Now, you don't want to hit it with too much polish, you guys, but just enough to get a little bit of polish onto the cover stock and get it back to close to box finish as possible. So we got some hand applied polish from CTD. Now you don't want to use a ton of it. You just want to use like maybe a couple drops. So So now polish goes on. You don't want to put it down too hard. And after you polish it up, we're going to take some ball cleaner and we're going to clean out the remaining polish off of the ball. So but this is what you want to do if your bowling ball is dirty. You want to do what I just did. You want to hit it with some the Life After Death. Then you want to hit it with the some scuff mark remover. Sorry, not scuff mark remover. Some the storm clean stuff I just used. Oops. And then you want to hit it with some polish. So I didn't hit it hard with polish, but I just hit it lightly. And the polish is already getting into the ball and doing its job. And the ball already looks 1,000 times better than it did earlier. Okay, so you guys can clearly see, nice and polished now. I'm going to be doing the same thing with my UC2 in a minute. Because I want to get the polish back onto it. Now, final thing we need to do is we need some regular ball cleaner, which I am going to grab. So, the ball cleaner we're going to be using today, which I have to grab. Some purple ball cleaner. Spray a little bit on there. Now we're going to take a towel. And of course, we're going to clean it. Alrighty, so now my nuclear cell is clean and is ready for league play. Now if you guys can hear and see it, looks really good. There's not many scuff marks in it. I got almost of the scuffs out. And it looks fantastic. Now, I'm going to do the same thing to my UC2 before we wrap up this video. Because my UC2 needs a little bit of work, my 16-pound one. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to clean my UC2. So, alright, so let's grab my UC2 here. My 16-pound one. I do have a second one I showed you guys in the last video. And this UC2 is going to get some work on it. So, let's see, it's dirty. So, you guys can see it's not particularly clean right now. Not the cleanest. So, I'm going to get a tad bit of the reactor scuff again. Put a little bit on my towel here. You don't want a ton, you just want enough. Like probably a quarter size to a dime size, so about there. Take my UC2, rub it under the cover. Yeah, so this cover's got a lot of nicks and stuff on it, because I said I threw this ball an awful ton. So you want to remove it as best you can. You're gonna you have to go over it. So me hitting it with a little bit of reactor scuff right now is doing the job. It's getting into the pores of the ball, and it's gonna get rid of this crap out of it and get me a nice fresh cover stock. Okay, so you don't want your bowling balls to not have fresh covers, because then they're not going to perform at the finest peak. And like I said, with me loving how much I love the Rubicon UC2, with me doing a second one and possibly think I'll draw a third one, I want this ball to look fantastic. Because I do love this core. And especially love this UC2. And I'm probably going to do the same for my Tour Dynamics to get the cover stock back in shape as well. Because like I said, I really do love these bowling balls. They work very well for me. Alright, so to do the same thing we just did with the nuclear cell with the UC2. Power strip. Okay. I love the hand-applied polish from CCD, you guys. It works amazing, and I highly recommend it. when you can't get your PSO to polish your equipment, at least you have polish by hand, because it does a great job. Okay. Polish is done. Now we wipe the ball off. And now it's got its nice polished finish. Okay. So now my UC2 is done. It's polished. And it looks fantastic. Now for the final ball, we're going to do my Tour Dynamics real quick. Now my Tour Dynamics does have some leak play on it from the last time I have used it. So I'm going to be breaking the surface in like I did with all my other bowling balls with the reactor scuff. Make sure you guys, when you are getting your stuff done, making sure you're doing it properly. So this cover got pretty dirty. But every so often, you want to take your cover stocks. You want to get them gritty. You want to get off all that dirt and grime that's on the covers. Because they don't roll to grace if you don't keep them clean. Especially this Tour Dynamics. This Tour Dynamics, it's a very smooth, controllable ball. And if it doesn't get that good finish on it that you want, it's not going to read the lane properly. It's not going to give you the shape that you need. So if I do polish this Tour Dynamics, I'm not going to polish it too hard. I'm just going to polish it enough to get it back to a good surface where I want it at. Okay, so now my Tour Dynamics is nice and polished. I mean, not polished, dulled. Now, for the final part, like I did with all the other two balls, we are going to be hitting it with some polish. Now, I have not tried Tour Dynamics polished yet, but now is my chance to try it polished. And maybe I can use it later on in the block instead of always on the fresh. So let's try it. Okay. Same thing. Not a lot of polish, just a little. And lightly polish the ball. Never tried this ball polished yet, but I might reconsider doing it because dull, I find it sometimes a little too smooth. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's just too smooth. So I think me polishing it up a little bit will help the ball reaction. Sometimes it's just too smooth on the fresh, and then when I try to move in it doesn't see it. I mean, I love this ball when I can use it, but sometimes it's not enough friction for it. So I think me polishing it up means I'll be able to move further right and use it. Again, I can start with a stronger ball sanded and then go right into my Tour Dynamics here. Because I think this Tour Dynamics is a really good ball. I really like it a lot. Alrighty, so Tour Dynamics is now polished. Let it sit for a minute or two. As guys can see, guys, it's got, this pad's filthy from all three bowling balls I have cleaned. And now for the finishing touch. Now we just need some ball cleaner. So alrighty, so Okay, so we got some ball cleaner on it now. And now we're gonna just, now all we need now is a towel. Wipe it off. Okay, wipe it down. And now it's not dulled at 2,000 no more. It's at about 4,000 grit finish. This is where I think this ball is perfect at. It's not 2,000 grit. It means it's not going to hook so early and be lazy down the lane. That means I could probably use it when the lanes are starting to dry up a tiny bit more and get it to go through the pins the right way. So anyway, guys, that's going to end this video. Thank you all for watching. Please like, subscribe, turn on all notifications, and we'll see you all next time. Abby Stonebaker signing out. Peace, guys. Have a good day.